Hello, I'm Melinda Kiefer and welcome to Live Green, Tennessee. As with a whole lot of things, the lessons of living green are best learned when started early on. Several years ago, Parkview Elementary teacher Beverly Hall started a butterfly garden at the Cookeville School's playground, not only to beautify the area, but as a learning tool. From this sprang the idea of enlarging the garden to include vegetables. With the help of the local master gardeners, Beverly went to work on the educational component of her garden, and what she developed was Seedlings, a collaboration of elementary school-age children who were interested in gardening and on its impact on the world around them.
Well, in this day and age, with technology and the way parents work, there's been studies done. There are children, they'll never see sun come up. They'll never see a sunset unless you can get them outside in an outdoor environment like this. So to me, it's very important. If I can just expose half of Parkview out here, just to touch the soil, to smell it, I feel like I've done a world of good as far as getting them in contact with nature. You can show them in a book, but to actually see it and see the plant, touch the plant, be outdoors, that's what an outdoor classroom is all about to me. I received a grant from Farm Bureau, which helped to basically just get me started. And then on Earth Day last year, I got a hold of my master gardener buddies and said, this is what I'd like to do. Had the plan all drawn up. It ended up being larger than I had ever anticipated.
This year, the seedling curriculum worked in the butterfly garden. They learned about mulching, they learned about weed identification, and the proper way to plant a plant. Also during the seedling course this year, we began the vegetable gardens. These are raised beds. The children have learned to amend soils. They have learned the planting and care of vegetables. We also have incorporated into the course an environmental portion, which helps our children to become better stewards of our earth in the future. In the environmental program, they are learning their relationship to the environment around them. For example, where does a tomato come from? It's not the grocery store, but it actually comes from a tomato plant that they can grow.
So then on May the 17th, we had our first awards day for that first class to graduate. So they had the same color shirt, they received their seedling badge and a certificate stating that they were the first graduating seedling class. So it was pretty exciting. I had invited Commissioner Givens to attend, and he was here. He was very impressed. He would like to see this program continue. Actually, I received a phone call just the other day, and he said that he would like to talk with Miss Nancy and myself to see how he can get this going some more in other schools and across the state. So it's exciting.
The reason agriculture is important to kids is that, first of all, it's the largest industry we have in the state of Tennessee. It's a $60 billion industry. It's $60 billion. It employs over 500,000 people in the state of Tennessee, either directly or indirectly. So I appreciate the school director here being supportive. I appreciate the school principal, and of course Miss Beverly Hall does a great job here in teaching, and all the folks involved from the master gardener standpoint.
We would like to see this program in every elementary school in Putnam County, and we would like to see it move across the state because our children are our future.
I just like when we plant the flowers, it doesn't really bother me that we're getting all dirty and stuff.
It's non-threatening, it's a garden. Yeah, we want to see it productive, but you know what? If they pull up a plant that's really a plant and not a weed, it's okay, it'll grow. You can't really get in trouble in the garden, of course, unless you're throwing it, the mulch, but I think they find it very friendly. I think they feel successful. They want to see it grow. They like playing in the soil and in the mulch. When they put a plant in and they come back to look at it later or to come back to water it, it's either multiplied or as like this, they can't wait to see the caterpillars get here. I think they feel successful. Pencil and paper, which I know we have to have that too. Sometimes you don't always get the right answer. Sometimes there's not always one right answer. But out in the garden, you can be free, you can be yourself, you can design, you can explore. Children have forgotten how to explore. They don't get to play in soil, they don't get to play in sandboxes. I don't know, I think outdoors is, you can learn everything outdoors. I mean, if you want to read, bring your book outside, read outside. So instead of, the child going home and saying, well, what'd you learn today? Nothing. Instead, they're going home. We got to play in the dirt. We learned about this, we got to do this, and tomatoes make salsa. So they go home and they've learned something enough that it excites them that they can talk about it. So. My kindergartners that come out here now with me at recess, they would rather be out here than with their friends on the playground. The graduation ceremony was awesome. We started out with 30 children and we ended up graduating 28. So we had a good turnout. I mean, that was probably the first LEAPS class. There was 18 the first class, because I have it for 2 hours, so the first class was 18 children. There probably was only 1 or 2 classes due to maybe the weather being inclement, not sure. But most of the time, all 18 of those students in that first class were here every single Tuesday. So that's the first LEAPS class I've ever had where they're there, they can't wait, they're ready to sign in, let's go, so it was exciting.
So as far as our program for Seedlings, we renew again this fall, and we'll be right back here at Parkview working with the new group of children and some of the children that were in here this year. And we look forward to bringing it to a school in your neighborhood real soon.
So all I gotta say is, are you ready?
Yeah!
Because who are you?
The